Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Blah 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 podcast. This week we have with us William.
What's up, William?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
William. William, you're part of the 12 Guests of Christmas, even though Christmas is finished.
Long over. Maybe it's just because I hate Christmas, I don't know.
Well, you were the 4th guest of the 12, so we're playing catch up.
We're working our way through.
Yeah.
You'll be a bit more prepared next year, I take it.
I don't know. Grant might be. I'll be very.
The main problem we had this year was just scheduling with people.
Yeah.
People cancelling on us,
That and 4th year.
Yeah. No, that's my main one was 4th year in college, but like trying to get people to actually come on the show as well at that point.
Yeah, we like
4th year and 4th.
I remember we were saying like, we'll have some pretty famous people, in Ireland anyway, like famous here, and then we're after.
I'm
not
so famous.
Yeah, we just have William.
I'm hurt.
No, I mean we have our close friends and that, and we're struggling to find 12 people. Like,
aren't there like 12 people in the Discord, not including yourselves?
just about.
In that one there is.
Yeah.
In the old one we used to have loads. Before I deleted it, we had a good
Yeah.
Dara was playing League with us last night.
My brother was telling me, yeah.
Dara.
Yeah.
He was
Dara
still-
O'Connor.
No.
Oh.
Dara Gibney. He was just destroying everyone on it. That's cool.
He came back.
This is episode 14. You didn't get to mention that yet, did you?
I did. That was the very start. It's now because I messed up.
But you didn't say it's the one and only episode 14.
Grant's an arsehole.
The one and only episode 14.
Grant had a respiratory infection.
I still have a respiratory
and he still has it, and I hope it comes back.
Wow.
I've been sick for 2 fucking weeks, man.
You've been fucking dying.
No, I'm only messing.
Fuck you.
It is the reason why we haven't been recording, and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been pretty bad.
I mean, I was on Discord with you and you could barely talk.
Grant talk.
Yeah.
No, he didn't even talk like he was an ASMR artist.
No, I didn't.
No, you literally sounded like someone had just started cutting vocal cords.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Like your EQ is just slowly going down at either end.
It's just
It's just the one frequency point.
You know what happens to you when you go through puberty and your voice starts breaking, you start cutting off, like you get really, you're going like talking.
Yeah, there were moments where you're just going like,
my whole voice would just cut off completely, so I couldn't match. I'd be talking like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still kind of have it. It's not, my voice isn't 100% back yet, and I'm still sick. So be warned. I'm in my own little corner here. But,
no, I just noticed something and it kind of triggered me is just how close to the edge of the table that part of the mic stand is, and it's just.
I didn't even notice it. Honestly,
it could have just fell off.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I really didn't even notice it today.
I was just there like.
What was it?
What?
So.
Apart, like, with you dying and that, we can move on to.
Apart from me dying.
Yeah, like.
Well, I managed to get 2 videos out on the YouTube channel that you should go subscribe to. It's the blah 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 podcast at youtube.com. It's the first thing you see when you go on when you search it. So.
Grant just showed me what he done. In fact, I'll try and do.
I've taught myself literally in 2 weeks, right? I've been fucking I've been locked in my room for 2 weeks, right? I've taught myself how to do sleight of hand card tricks, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking learning Ableton again for fucking no reason whatsoever. I just got bored, right?
Yeah,
and I got to edit 3 videos, and yeah, I guess that's it. I got to play with
Lego.
You might have seen our Facebook post actually lying around on Instagram and stuff like that. There is a new Instagram as well.
I noticed that.
It's no longer my Instagram. We have an actual one for.
Just need to get the Twitter done now. Yeah.
Yeah, if I start using my Twitter as much as I
we'll just change your Twitter to the show's Twitter.
I think my dead band of 2 years is probably more forward on fucking social media than you guys at the moment.
Probably.
Hey, go
Probably, honestly.
We're making progress.
Yeah, like
we just hit 600 listens altogether on SoundCloud, so
yeah, go on.
Something.
That's pretty good.
Episode 3 is still
It's tipping away, man.
Yeah.
It nearly had 100 listens, so.
I have no idea why that one in particular. It was Notepad.
I think it's because Rick and Morty was.
Rick and Morty was just so big and it was clickbait.
Oh, you got that SEO.
What else is clickbait? Logan fucking Paul.
Hey, nice segue.
That's a good segue.
I'm just gonna put a big thing. Logan Paul. That's it.
Yeah,
and not
beef list.
Not clickbait. Oh yeah, we need to bring back the
No.
beef list. I'll get
If anyone
for you. He was
like-
on your beef list though originally. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
I think he was. If we go back and watch the VODs, I'm pretty sure he's on the beef list.
Like he has it so lucky. Like, what is he? He was a Vine star,
Yeah.
and
Like,
He got-
Vine star.
When Vine died, his YouTube exploded.
Yeah.
Because people were
I-
putting up Vine compilations and stuff like that, so people on YouTube were seeing him on YouTube and not Vine. Because you know people put up those
Oh, he was-
compilations of Vine and everything
yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah. So it's
you
just
could
like,
see-
and they have the bad borders, and then they got the stupid fucking, what was it, captions like, oh look at this, even though you don't need that caption to.
yeah, no, exactly. That's it. Yeah,
Like, it just starts becoming the YouTube algorithm friendly system of just making it appealing.
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly it. Dude.
So yeah, he was a Vine star turned huge YouTuber, vlogger, and I remember the first video that I saw of him anyway, apart from the Vines, was the. Do you know when he was wearing the sunglasses, or not the fucking ones?
Oh, is that
helped
the
him?
one? The
colorblind.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember that
I remember
video.
that too, yes.
I saw that as well.
And
I remember that
that was, I think, when he really like exploded, because everyone was feeling sorry for him, like, oh, this is so touching. He can see the color orange.
Yeah, I remember that video. It actually was it was a nice video. But
Yeah, it was a nice
looking
video,
back
but
at it now,
he's a
it's-
fucking dick.
yeah. No, it's like that. It just doesn't seem realistic anymore.
Yeah.
It's so overacted.
Yeah, because he's just like, whoa, that's what colors are like. It's so beautiful, you know.
And it's like, but then you think back and it's like, how the fuck did you play college football if you were colorblind?
Oh shit! I never thought of something like that.
Yeah, no, he was like a fucking sports star in his high school. So
Yeah.
if he was colorblind, there's a lot of problems there.
Yeah, there was actually.
But
Holy
he's
shit.
Some
He's-
inconsistencies.
He's under scrutiny over the internet now because of the recent vlog he put out at New Year's.
Recent vlogs.
New Year's, was that New Year's?
Yeah, that was New
Oh, yeah,
Year's. There was multiple
Yeah.
vlogs from Japan.
He
Well, I
went-
saw multiple. I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
there are
actually
a
New
few.
Year's.
He went to
That's what
Japan
it is,
and he
yeah.
went to a.
Did you see the now? Look, not going on the suicide video, right? But did you see his other videos?
Yeah, holy
That's what I
shit.
meant. That's.
Oh, okay.
Did you see his other video?
I saw the one where he was throwing Pokeballs at people.
Oh, that one was
That's
so
hard.
stupid.
He was walking around like just you know how in Japan it's like the culture is completely different, right?
Yeah, everybody's really
entirely
normal and kind of not normal.
But like, no,
They're
there's
respecting of other
Yeah,
people.
Yes, yes.
there are
yes,
certain
yes,
areas where
that's
certain things are okay. There are certain areas where certain things are not okay. Like, it's actually, like, it's no different how we fucking live. Like, you don't expect to go to church and start screaming in the same way that you don't run down Grafton Street yelling, like, potatoes, potatoes, poachine, while wearing a fucking leprechaun suit. Because that's pretty much what Logan Paul did.
Yeah.
Like, he ran down the fucking middle of Tokyo in a sari. No, not a sari, a fucking haori is the actual term. Wearing those, like,
And he had the mask on.
reed
didn't
hats
he have
with the
those?
with the fucking surgical mask on, and just yelling.
Jeez.
And you can see everyone
Have you
looking
seen
at
that?
him like...
No, the way he described it, he just sounded like he was riding from Mortal Kombat, running down the road.
You know what? It wouldn't be too far off.
But yeah, he was running down.
Yeah, no, but then there was like the shit where he went to that, but he goes to a temple and he's like really disrespectful, like he's yelling.
Yeah.
Or like, he's there, this like wishing well, and you're meant to like throw coins in.
I have the video there if you want to watch it. Yeah. Actually, keep going, man.
Like, he's there like, you're supposed to pray at this temple, you're supposed to pray like, oh, for fortune or for good health. And he's like, I pray for a good year and something else like really nice, like good health, good fortune. And then he goes, hella bitches. And then just throws the money. Like, everyone's there just kind of, like, dropping it slowly, and he's standing at a distance, and he just...
Yeah.
And you can see a load of people, the moment he does it, just looks up. Or there's a bunch of people in the background, like, praying,
Yeah.
and he's just being really loud and obnoxious. And it's like, you don't do that. Like, you don't go to church and kick up a fuss.
Yeah. No, that's so...
There we go. Yeah, there we fucking go. Fucking running down the street throwing jutsus.
This kind of can be.
Oh, it is a meme. I've seen this. Oh, that was the other thing. When he got kicked out.
He got kicked out of what?
He got kicked out of the temple.
Oh, out of...
Like, a security guard actually came up and asked them to leave, and the guy who was trying to describe, no, he's just recording the video. But it's like, no, you're getting fucking kicked out. Like, you're so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This video.
Wow. You know, like whatever about, you know, like destroying a PlayStation 4 on the night of its release in front of everybody who's waiting in line for it.
He just ran up dressed as Pikachu to a car and threw a Pokeball at a fucking car.
Did you see he did it in a fucking fast food restaurant? Like, he threw it over the counter. Like, you can get a restaurant shut down doing that.
Like,
Yeah,
not trying to be clickbaity or anything like that, but that's fucking bullshit. Like, if any of us did that,
We'd be arrested.
we'd be arrested. Like, not that he wouldn't be arrested, but you know, it's wrong for anybody to do that. Not just because it's him.
Yeah.
For anybody to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the fucking president, well, Trump is a different thing, but
Trump's a fucking whole can of worms. Let's not get into that this week.
But you know, for some, like, we are all. There's being racist, right? And then there's that,
Yeah.
right? It's the same fucking thing. It is, like.
It's very similar
Yeah, but-
because he's disrespecting a people and their culture.
Mm.
But he's not like it's not like he's being directly racist. Like, he's not calling people like zipperhead and shit.
Wow, dude. Lol.
No, but like, you know what I mean? He's not saying shit, but at the same time, his disrespect is just as bad.
Just as much.
Oh, zipperhead. Christ.
Like,
I like that one.
oh Jesus! Like that, it's a pretty bad one. I had forgotten about until during the week I heard someone say it on something I was watching, and I was like, not as an insult, but they were just saying like, this is just one of those weird fucking insults that just is tied to a race. And I did some like research into it, and it's a pretty bad one.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you want to explain it?
it's like no one's entirely sure where it came from.
Okay.
But the most common usage of it was the Korean War, because people would claim that enemy soldiers who had been run over by cars looked like they had zippers across them, or enemies who had had machine gun fire through the head looked like their head was open from a zipper.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the American soldiers started calling the enemy Korean zipperheads.
Oh, lads, that's
a dark one.
a new one, man. That's something you'll see in a Call of Duty video in about 10 years, and not in a Call of Duty fucking game or some shit like that.
Oh, it's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah, man.
But
I'm surprised Dempsey hasn't said it in fucking any of the. Okay.
yeah, no, sorry to like segue so hard.
That was good.
Jesus, here I am saying fucking racial slurs.
But
on a
no,
podcast.
dude,
That
look,
is
it's
my
grand.
life.
I'll beep it out for you. Don't worry.
No, don't like. I think it's.
No, I think that's one that kind of needs to be buried though, because
No, man, that's
it's
not
like an old one. It's not really popular anymore, but it's.
We'll bring it back, man. We'll bring it back.
God, no, it's not. I kind of like the Japanese.
I know. I do enjoy Japanese
Like, I have no
culture.
genuine hatred of anyone from Asia.
Yeah.
I just know these terms because having been on the internet since like the age of 12, I've just learned all this shit that
Yeah.
you shouldn't know.
Well, that's fair enough, you know.
Like, let's not forget the other day when the fucking bot came into the Discord. I knew all this shit that you didn't know about the bot's commands.
That was the best thing. That part is fucking.
Just the moment you
brilliant.
asked a question, I had an answer, and I just went.
Some fun on that. That was so funny.
I just had an answer, and you were like, "How do you know this?" And I'm just like, considering how long I've spent on the internet and what I know, how are you surprised?
I wasn't surprised. That's the thing. Like, I just thought about it when you said it. I was like, wait a minute. Just, Grant, hold on a second here, Grant. It's William. Simple as, he knows too much.
He knows a lot.
He knows way too much. Oh no, what was it? Like, you said you're like an extension on...
I'm just an extension of the internet at this point.
Yeah, you fucking... What,
Like,
what was it? Was it Nico? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Nico. That was a pretty common one. I think it was the E621 tag.
That's
for
it.
the bot
Yeah,
commands.
you said it was the... Yeah.
Yeah.
E621 was
it's a Rule 34 one.
What a fuzzy.
Furry.
Furry.
Yeah, it's
I
a
always
furry
call them
one.
fuzzies, always.
And now I'm gonna get called a fucking furry online, but whatever.
Who cares?
Whatever, it's a fucking label.
It's funny. Jason, what did you want to talk about Logan Paul for?
Was it just a general disrespect?
Just a general, like,
Beef.
Yeah, no, he's definitely, like, I may have said before, all Americans on the list, but it's kind of a bit mean now. But he is on that list.
Oh yeah, no, what he
think
did,
that's
there's
what
no forgiving that.
Yeah.
Like, and for ages, I thought he'd gotten away with it,
Yeah.
but I was so happy when YouTube put out, like, what they were gonna do to him.
They didn't delete his channel.
They didn't delete his channel, but
they
instead
took
they
him-
deleted everything that makes him money from his name.
Yeah. So he's no longer, like,
In
their
movies cancelled.
preferred ads.
Yeah, and he just no movies. All his Red series are on hold, and the one that he had just made, he's no longer in.
Yeah. And he's also, what was it? Yeah, he was kicked off of something, wasn't he? Or is that
he
the
was
one?
kicked off of Foursome. That was what I was
And his
saying when he
movie.
got fired from.
The
And
movie
his
got cancelled,
The
yeah.
movie got cancelled.
Yeah. It's so good. Like, that Suicide Forest video, there's a lot of YouTubers who've gone to the Suicide Forest video. That's fair enough, because, not the video, sorry, just the Suicide Forest,
Yeah.
and put up videos. Look, they didn't put dead people in their videos and thumbnails for fucking clickbait.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You don't do that. That's fucked
How
up.
long was it up for? I know.
So
It
he
was
took
watched
it.
6 million times.
He put it up, right, and then it got on the trending page. He took it down, re-uploaded it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but in that time, the first upload, people flagged the video, and YouTube reviewed it and said, "No, it's fine."
And it was manual review as well. It was an automatic review. It was a manual one.
Yeah, they're like,
someone
"That's
okayed
okay."
this.
It's only a dead guy in the... What the fuck? Like?
No, apparently the YouTube's response was that the person who flagged it saw it was a Logan Paul video, assumed it was a prank, and
That is
deleted it.
such bullshit.
Yeah, but imagine that's the point you're at, where someone can literally say something and you just assume it's a prank.
It's crap.
They put up one of the worst apologies that I've ever seen. Let me see if I can get it.
I think they backed up that apology though.
They actually deleted it.
Well, in fairness, the amount of shit they got for that is fair enough.
Let me see if I can find it. Keep going,
But
he put it up. It was viewed about 6 million times, flagged on trending. Then he took it down like 2 days later when like shit hit the fan and everyone started giving out.
Yeah.
Then it got re-uploaded by a bunch of people with actual censorship.
Yeah.
To point out, no, there's a genuine body there. Logan Paul just put up a picture of a body. This is like straight into terms of service and community guidelines violations.
Do you want to hear this? Well, this is on the 9th of January now. This is an open letter to our community. Many of you have been frustrated with our lack of communication recently. You're right to be. You deserve to know what's going on. Like many others, we're upset by the video that was shared last week. Suicide is not a joke, nor should it ever be a driving force for views. As Anna Anka put perfectly, that body was a person someone loved. You do not walk into a suicide forest with a camera and claim mental health awareness. We expect more from our creators who build a community on YouTube, as we're sure you do too. The channel violated our community guidelines. We acted accordingly, and we look for we're looking for further consequences. I can't talk today. That line on its own, the fact that it says the channel violated our community guidelines and we acted accordingly. I can't say it. Sorry. Accordingly. That's fucked up, man.
No, that is not how you act accordingly.
They left the video up for 3 days. 3 days. It was 3 days.
And then everyone who made a video about Logan Paul got flagged.
They got flagged for it, yeah.
Yeah, or the videos got taken down. And that's even worse. Like, that's denying that you made a mistake. And that's that's just as bad, if not worse, than the fact that you let someone upload a video of a dead body.
That's just...
I just hate their... Not YouTube's apology there, but you know, like, Logan Paul's apology was just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Logan Paul's apology did actually seem serious, but in the context that his other videos about Japan were pretty bad, it comes off even worse. Because, did you see Jack's Film's most recent video?
No.
I'm Super Sorry, it's titled. And literally, everyone thought it was Jack's Films had done something wrong, or he was apologizing for his content recently, because everyone's been saying Jack's Films' content's gone really fucking down.
Right.
Then he uploaded this and everyone was kind of okay with him again, because I'm Super Sorry is just an entire piss take of Logan Paul's apology by opening the exact same word for word, I'm very sorry, and then apologizes for something and says he'll never do it again. And then cuts to, like, a month later, he's apologizing for something else. And then it does this over and over again. And he's there saying, I'm sorry, I went into a funeral and grabbed the corpse while shouting, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Oh, God.
Like, he's coming up with all these ridiculous things, but you could see Logan or Jake Paul doing this.
Yeah.
So he's not wrong. And while it is funny to laugh at, like, Jack's Films, because we know Jack's Films would do something like this, hopefully, we could see Jake or Logan doing it, and that's what makes it funny, but also kind of frightening.
Yeah.
You could see an apology video literally like that somewhere down the line, but someone's being serious.
Exactly. Just other apology things, like, do you know, I can't think of his name, but who was the guy that was doing the CSGO Lotto?
T. Martin.
T.
Martin and Pro Syndicate.
Yeah. Like, do you know when he got caught?
Yes.
And
oh my god, his apology video.
His apology video is like, I'm so sorry, and he was...
And he was dog in it and stuff, like...
And he was claiming that, like, he originally... What was it? He was given admin rights by the people
who were on the site.
Even though it was
he owned the site.
He owned the site.
Like, the different thing, I think, between that apology and the one that Tom did, Syndicate, was Tom was just like, look, I fucked up.
Yeah.
It won't happen again. I'll be more open about things. And he just left it at that. Didn't talk about it again. Fixed, you know what I mean?
Said
like,
he made a mistake, apologised for it, said he'd never do it again, and never fucking did it again.
Syndicate's one of my favourite, like, I watch his daily vlogs. Daily. You know, point of it. So, like, you know, he's one of my favourite YouTubers that I watch. And I remember, like, when I saw that, I was like, fuck's sake, like, you know, like, but everyone makes mistakes, you know what I mean? And, like, Logan Paul made a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, it's shit.
He made a mistake.
But the way he reacted to that mistake is what annoys, I think, everyone.
Yeah, but it's also the factor of, because Logan Paul has an editor who looks at all of his videos before they go up on his channel, someone else had flagged that you shouldn't put up a video with a body in it, and Logan pushed to put up the video. So that's what made people more angry, is the fact that someone else should have said to you, maybe this isn't a good idea, but the fact you surrounded yourself with people who will just say yes all the time makes it worse, because no one's going to tell you no. Like, this could have been stopped if someone in Logan Paul's group had just turned around and said, maybe we should turn off the camera now, or let's not record this.
Yeah, someone in the video literally goes, get the camera, shoot this.
Wasn't it seen that, like, they were laughing and stuff as well?
Yeah, like, a lot of gallows humor. Okay, some people laugh at funerals, some people laugh when bad things happen. That's just a coping mechanism. But you don't make
but this
jokes
is like random
about
people.
Yeah, this is someone you never knew.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, people laugh about those things, and look, that's fair enough. However you deal with something, that's fine. You know what I mean? But what really just annoyed me is the fact that the first reaction from them was, get the camera.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the first thing I think when I see a dead body. I'm like, holy fuck. You know, I think I should kind of go.
Yeah, that's just bail.
Like, there's no need for us to be here. That, you know what I mean? Especially that poor person, like, you know, that's them in their worst state. Obviously, you know, they passed away, but you know what I mean? Like, they obviously went there for a reason.
Yeah.
To be alone and to get, you know what I mean? They didn't want
They wanted a final moment of peace to themselves before they died. That's why they went there. But the fact that someone showed up afterwards and videoed it and got, like, people talking about him because of it, that's fucked up.
That's
he was making money from that thing even after.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, he claims it wasn't monetized, but someone actually went digging and found out it was monetized for about an hour and a half when it first went up.
Yeah.
Which, on Logan Paul's channel, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, Logan did monetize it a bit. But then on top of that, the fact he turned it around and tried to make this a video about mental health while you're standing there making fun of a body, like, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's something, like, I've seen, as I said, like, I've seen people put up suicide forest videos before.
Yeah.
And they haven't shown anything inside the suicide forest. They've literally just been outside it.
Yeah.
Filmed it, and then they left it, like.
Filmed it outside and said, like,
Maybe
what happened here.
What it is, like, it's just what it is. Like, even if he recorded, right, saw the video and had the fucking cop on to say, oh shit, we're not putting this in the video, and then talked about it later in the video, that's fine.
That would have been good.
It's just, I don't know, like, it's just.
Then again, as we were saying, like, we just watched him, you know, shouting in temples and throwing pokeballs at people.
But yeah, that's the thing.
So
like, that video never came out properly.
Stuff that's going on in his head, like he's
like.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A normal person should, you know what I mean? Like.
But this is Logan Paul. This is the man who tried to create a stampede of VidCon just to get views. Like, let's not forget months ago when he hit $3,000 at a VidCon, tweeted about it without warning the staff, and then was like, oh, this will be calm, and then seemed surprised when, 1,000 fucking people started just...
Did he actually hide the money?
Yeah, apparently he had hid the money, but he just wouldn't tell anyone where it was. But then what made it worse is when security tried to escort him out, because they recognized him, they're like, he's a big star, like, he's gonna die, or someone's gonna get hurt. He just waited until security looked away for a few seconds while they were bringing him somewhere, and then just ran. Like, he was just gone. And it started again.
That's fucked. No, that you can't, like...
You can't do that. Like, that's the one problem I have with YouTube at the moment, is what it's teaching people. Because while we have the cop on, like, to not do this shit, there are younger... Well, like, you'd at least think about it for a bit longer and maybe think this might not be a good idea.
If you look at his audience, right?
Yeah.
Its audience is like, let's say about 11 to about 18, 20s.
Like, that would be his demographic.
That's
maybe it's a bit lower, though.
Probably a bit higher as well, in the, like, 20s. Like, there's people our age,
we're just
over in America that do like him.
Yeah, who think he's just the ultimate bro or something.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Like, let's not laugh about it like it doesn't exist.
No,
we know
it's
there's
fact,
someone
it's
there
true,
who goes.
right?
Yeah.
Look, okay. He should have more responsibility as a personality who influences people, and so should everyone on YouTube. We should as well.
That's what I was saying.
But so should we.
Yeah. No, even
you know what I mean. Like, maybe we have whatever people who do listen to our show. No, it doesn't matter. People listen to it.
I mean, I guess last time.
Look, who cares about last time? I know what you said last time.
Yeah, but but that was an opinion.
No, you're entitled to your opinion. It's just when you do something of that demographic, or even when PewDiePie did. Like, PewDiePie, look, I think I'll get to that in a second. Actually, I'll get back to what I was saying. I'll get back to what I was saying about PewDiePie, because it's the same. Like, the same thing happened in a way. Like, all of us as content creators, and even people who are, oh, I'm actually losing my train of thought. Sorry, that's why I was too busy thinking about something else. Us as content creators influence people on the internet, regardless who listens to us, right? We should have a responsibility. If we're putting something out there for people to listen to, we shouldn't be slandering, being racist, we're entitled to our opinions, and that's fair enough, right? Like, everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Just because I know racial slurs doesn't mean I use them regularly.
Exactly, it doesn't mean...
I just said there, yes, I know what this racial slur is, I know what its context is.
Exactly.
That's why I don't fucking say it.
The thing is, like, we're not going to say the N-word out of context either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we can talk about saying the N-word, but we're not going to actually go and say it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Myself and you didn't hear the term you used. You know what I mean?
Like, you've never heard it before.
Yeah, so,
it's I know.
But I'm not using it like...
I know, it's the standard. It's the way I say it.
I don't use it as a derogatory term towards people.
But I wouldn't use the N-word as a derogatory term. You know what I mean? But it's the same context.
Yeah, like... the one I used is a much more obscure one. It's a much harder to find one. Because, let's face it, how many people do you know who have ever said that?
Even
One.
One, and it's me.
But like,
That's like not surprising.
even if you said that to us, right, and never told us it was racial slur, we wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
Yeah.
no,
I wouldn't-
like,
And he does.
I just would have
William,
thought it was.
like you didn't mean it in any offensive
yeah, no, I don't mean it as an
right? Yeah,
offensive
exactly.
point.
Yeah,
I
you were
don't like.
explaining the point.
Exactly.
I don't like using racial slurs as offenses
No.
because there's just
That's
like
low.
no, I will just like I'll call you a fucking idiot or something.
Yeah.
but I won't like say
That's my
oh,
go-to term.
you
Fucking
N word. Like I won't just start like screaming out racial abuse at people
Yeah.
because I don't like that kind of shit.
Yeah. No, but like even at that, like we should be positive influencers on the world. Look, even if your content is, being a dick, right? That's your
That's your
stuff,
shit.
right?
Yeah,
But like,
no.
you know what I mean? I'm not telling everyone to be woo happy all the fucking time. You know, we all have times where we're
Oh
depressed.
yeah, no. False positivity
You know what I
is
mean?
not any better.
No, but like we just should like set a standard. People should just set a standard and stick by a standard. You know what I mean? Like TV, you see people on TV, they don't go on, start doing similar things.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I mean?
I think the worst you'd ever see of something like that on TV would be something like Punk'd or that kind of stuff. Like way back in
Stars.
2004. Yeah, or like Naked Camera where it's just, yeah, they're fucking with something, but it's in a controlled situation.
Yeah.
And
That was the best thing
if you'd
ever.
actually like watched the show before,
You'd
maybe you'd
understand
recognize it. Because there are cases in Punk'd where someone turns around and goes, am I being punked?
Yeah.
And then they'll all just burst out like, "Eh." Or like in Naked Camera, someone will just kind of go, hang on a minute.
I
And
know.
then they just kind of turn around and go, ah, yeah.
But he just walk out.
The-
Yeah.
The only thing I've seen like that recently be Impractical Jokers. Is that
Yeah.
still going?
Impractical
Do people
Jokers are going.
like? Because I too.
I just so
I like
big at
Practical
it.
Jokers.
I like it too. Yeah, I do like it.
Because-
But the thing is, they do the same thing, but they do it
To
in
themselves.
they do it in a certain way. Like they're not abusing people. They're like,
And they're
hey,
not
man,
making anyone like, they're not putting anyone out. And the thing
Yeah.
is, Comedy Central will at least go to these people and they go, yeah, this was for a TV show.
Yeah.
Are you okay with us putting this into the show?
Because if they're not, they have their faces.
They have to blur
Yeah,
their face.
they've blurred
Yeah.
faces for censorship and for like privacy. Whereas Logan Paul and Jake Paul don't do this ever. A perfect case of this is actually Jake Paul's video where he basically doxed Post Malone by showing up to Post Malone's house and like there was no censorship of the drive there, no censorship of the road signs, no censorship
yeah, they
of
showed
the
it. They
houses.
literally showed where.
Or the
it
car
was.
registrations. Like, Post Malone's cars were online with their full registrations shown
Well,
while this video went
Yeah.
up.
what
That's-
was
that's
the
some-
response to that?
Oh, everyone got really pissed off because it's like,
Yeah.
no, you should not have done that because it's like basic privacy breach.
Yeah.
Because the way Jake Paul got his address was even worse. The context of it
He
was...
followed him home.
No, do you know the way Post Malone has been on like the H3H3 podcast? a
Yeah.
lot? Because they're good friends.
Yeah, yeah.
For a joke, because at the time, like God Church and Everyday Bro was like a big meme.
Yeah.
Post Malone ordered a bunch of Jake Paul merchandise that was meant to be used in a skit on the H3 podcast, and then tweeted about it, saying, sorry, Ela Kleiners, hashtag JPaulers. And that was like the joke. But then Jake saw that and thought he was being serious, or just thought it was like a derogatory thing towards him, like he was making fun of him. He went to the merch shop, got the address off them, and delivered it himself. But Post Malone then like talked about it on H3H and he's like, it was the fucking weirdest thing. Because I'm there and I'm like in fucking pajamas because I was just cruising playing Call of Duty, and the next moment Jake Paul's on my fucking porch with a camera. And on top of that, it was like, yeah, they asked him, oh, do you mind if we record? After they had already been recording the front of his house from the car, from a guy hiding behind a tinted window.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, like, everyone's like, oh, he consented to it, but it's like, no, he didn't. Like, he was unknowingly being filmed.
I like. That's the low.
Yeah, no, Jake is, like, Logan's bad, but Logan does bad shit in, like, one big problem moment. Whereas Jake is just constant shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you low gang or are you?
Oh,
the other-
Jake
the other
Paul are-
shit?
Low gangsters.
Are you
man.
Team 10, man?
To be honest, the Paul brothers just,
Yeah. look, man, let's move on from the.
Yeah, let's move on from the Paul brothers.
Let's move on.
This topic's making me hurt.
The main thing is like the celebrities, no matter how big or small,
Yeah.
They're not
actions,
even just people in general.
People in general,
Putting stuff on the internet. Or
their actions
everyday
like
Influence
affect-
others.
speak louder than
Yeah.
sometimes, man.
can affect people like no matter.
Influence people
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. They should I think everybody should like think about these things, but like that's life. No one, you know.
And I know we say like we're not very PC, but like we're still respectful of people. Like
Yeah, like just we don't throw out racial slurs and shit in general.
Exactly. Anyway,
anyway,
on a
guys.
brighter note,
On a brighter note, let's move on to
Fast.
Grant's topic: the Fast and Furious movies.
Well, so you know how I've been sick for the past. Can you give me a marker actually, please, Jason? Sorry.
Grant has
You know how I've been
very
sick
ill.
for the last 2 weeks, right? I've had a lot of time to do things. Dying, yeah. As you would have.
Just dying.
Give us a blue one there, Jason, for a bit of, you know, a bit of
Blue.
equality. Between the markers.
Blue
'Cause the
people.
green and red only ever get used in black.
Yeah.
I never use blue markers. But, right, so because I've been so sick recently, I've had a lot of time to catch up on Netflix movies, and I've watched a lot of documentaries as well. So, I want to know, I put this to you the other day as well, so
Yeah.
you are prepared and you have a list.
Yeah.
I was told that's
Well,
not
a
bad.
little bit.
I have my thoughts.
I thought
Yeah,
you guys
I have my thoughts on it too.
So, I want to know, we're going to make a collective list at the end, right? But I want to know your favourite Fast and Furious movies from 1 to 7, or 1 to 8.
1 to 7. We're not including one of them.
1 to 8.
Okay.
Well, we may as well not include one of them. Like. So, if you want, I'll go first. You can listen to them and I'll talk to you why I picked them. And we will move on from there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go from worst to best. Okay,
Okay, that sounds like a
So,
good idea.
worst one, Fast 4.
I'm not gonna argue that
Exactly.
because I think Fast 4 is also pretty
collectively, like I actually did have Fast 4 as the worst one because one, I don't remember what happened in it.
I barely remember what happened in Fast 4.
I can remember the rest of them a bit.
Yeah,
Well,
like
Fast
I
4
remember
was-
Fast 6 a lot more than I remember Fast 4.
Fast 4 was the fucking
Yeah, that was the one where they're like
Was that the
stealing
one
gas
where-
in the Dominican Republic or something.
it actually was.
Like that's what it opens with. It opens with Letty and Dom like stealing a gas tanker.
Was the end of that one where they revealed that the chick was still alive, or one of the
No,
chicks
that
was
was-
still alive?
That
Or
was like 6, man.
That was,
No.
Yeah, 6. Like the end of 5, they kind of reference.
She dies in the car crash.
Yeah, she dies in the car.
dies-
Yeah, she dies in 4. Yeah, dies.
Oh, so she died in 4 and she came back.
Yeah, in 6.
yeah.
Okay.
And at the end of 5, it's kind of mentioned that she works with this guy that's
Yeah.
going to be in 6.
So, can we basically say that Fast 4 is the worst one between all?
Objectively,
Yeah, no,
objectively.
Are you all okay with
It
Yeah,
is
objectively
actually
the
the
worst
worst
one.
of mine as well.
Okay, right, so Fast 4.
Yeah.
Worst one. So, my 7th then would be Too Fast, Too Furious.
Now, which one
That's
is
the
that?
second one. The second one.
Oh no! Oh,
Okay,
That's my opinion.
I know
Yeah.
it's generally seen as one of the worst ones, but I'm a sucker for Skylines, so it kind of
Fair
goes
enough.
like the first car I ever looked at and went, I'd love to own that car, was Paul Walker's car, like in the opening of that movie.
Yeah.
Like that silver and blue Skyline with the blue neon. Because that was a pretty sick looking car. Granted, Skylines are not like the best racing cars ever, but
Yeah,
I just
man.
really like
Need for
Nissan
Speed
Skyline.
Underground Skyline.
Skylines and GTRs are some of my favorite cars, so Too Fast, Too Furious kind of goes up for me a bit.
That's okay, man. It's just my list.
This is
So
bad.
Too Fast, Too Furious. I just thought it was shit compared to the rest of them. Honestly, when you
Oh,
compare,
story-wise, it's
when
terrible.
when you compare it to the rest of the movies, I think it's shit. But
Like,
that's
judging by story, I will admit Too Fast, Too Furious is garbage to me. Because, let's face it, it has the most predictable, shitty plot
Yeah.
out of all of them.
well, it's very true. It is like I can't even comprehend just the story. Story-wise, like they're shit. Like a lot of these movies are bad for story.
Oh,
okay?
Jesus. All
right?
bad for story. Yeah.
But this is bad for story.
Like,
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, that Skyline is like one of maybe 3 nice cars in the whole movie. Because for a movie series that prides itself on these awesome looking
Cars,
cars, let's face it, the two cars they use after that when they like go off to Miami or somewhere, they're really awful cars.
Okay, so this is where I kind of got stuck, right? Moving on from that one. I have Fast 6 and Fate together.
Oh.
I'm unsure which one is better. Fate is fucking stupid with The Rock getting out of the thing and turning a torpedo around.
I've seen enough of the...
You know, like the submarine.
Like, I've seen enough clips to know which bit you're talking about, but I haven't seen Fate itself.
It's near the end, and they fire a fucking torpedo.
They fire a torpedo, and it's like skittering on the ice.
And it's and Rock's like
put over beside
yeah,
and he's kind of car skiing.
Yeah.
So and then he just pushes it, and
it just slides around a bunch of ice.
Blows up a tank or something. I don't know what it was.
I remember seeing that clip and just going, what?
Yeah, and I was just
like we've reached peak jump the shark. You've just redirected a missile using a bunch of ice.
Using his hand.
Yeah, like I know The Rock's a tough guy, but come on, how tough is Rocky Maivia?
I love Dwayne Johnson, but fucking hell. So like that moment alone just made Fate was. It was the story behind it with Dom and having a baby with your woman, then he just leaves her. He leaves her there.
Yeah.
He just leaves her there for no fucking.
There's just so many things.
Right, and I watched.
But I've like gotten to the
amazing.
point where I don't care about the story for these movies because I think it's all stupid. So I've literally just.
You're not wrong, Jason. You're not wrong.
I've just listed mine for. However, for the ones I remember well and that I actually enjoyed,
it just
for
I
mean by just for me now, I did enjoy them because of that reason. I suppose.
I literally just
probably the best thing to say.
Took my brain out and left it at the door.
Like, I have my objective favorite Fast movies, and we'll get to those when it happens. But I just go by. For this kind of listing, it's literally how much do I actually remember of watching this movie?
Yeah.
So I look okay. So I'm gonna say Fast 6 is better than Fate. That's just I'm gonna change mine around. I had Fate and then Fast 6, but I'm gonna change around. I think Fast 6 is better than Fate.
I have no opinion here because I haven't seen Fate.
That's fair.
But Fast 6 was pretty low on my list anyway.
Yeah. No.
So
Right. So so 5 is I said 5 was Fast 6. So that's the most recent one in my memory because it's the one I watched the other night.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I said Fast 7 because I thought it was a good movie.
It's alright, yeah. Like, it's a good send-off.
Jason Statham and The Rock breaking out of prison.
That was a pretty cool scene.
Oh no, that's 8.
That's 8.
Sorry, whoops.
Holy shit.
No, sorry.
I forgot about that.
Rock and Jason Statham kicking the shit out of each other for a whole
out
movie.
of a window.
That's
cool.
okay, sorry, I get a mistake. Actually,
that bit out
no,
the window.
sorry, I am changing my mind again. I wouldn't fade ahead of fucking 6. Fuck that shit.
So I did
just
like
for The Rock breaking out of prison with Jason Statham was brilliant in Fate. Actually,
Yeah.
No. If you look at it as a buddy cop movie, I'm okay with that.
You've said this to me so many times.
I forgot about that. I actually forgot about that bit. Yeah.
Fast 7 is the one where they're both kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, Paul Walker passed away.
That was
during
painful.
the
Yeah, that's the one where they jump out of the middle of the Burj Khalifa, isn't it?
Oh,
they put a car through 3
in
fucking
Dubai, isn't
buildings
it?
in Dubai as well.
Yeah, like...
and they drove from one skyscraper to the other.
Yeah, they jumped
Yeah.
through 3
Yeah, they jumped down 2 floors. Did you ever see the video someone made with the actual physics breakdown of that? And it's just like, the moment they went out the window, that car is on the floor. Like, it would not have had enough momentum to actually reach another building.
It wasn't going fast enough at all.
And considering the fucking glass those buildings are made of, there is no way if it broke through one, it would have enough momentum to make it through another.
Yeah.
Like, okay, granted, it's Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
you gotta make some, like...
Mad shit happen.
Yeah, and you gotta, like, forgive it a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, I just leave my brain at the door because I just know
You're going
as
in.
the movies
You're
got-
going in what you're going in for.
Yeah, as the movies like went on, they got the more anime powers that all them had, like just.
I mean, it's nothing on just the bullet time moments that happened in 3, but
Yeah, let's.
but I do like Tokyo Drift a bit, so
Grant will continue
So
with this.
my top 3 then, because Fast 7 was my number 4. Fast 5 5. Right? This is favoritism now. I'm not saying it's not the best movie because it's a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fast 5 is my third favorite.
Alright.
So
Alright.
you can see where I'm going with these.
I can see where you're going, but I'm gonna disagree.
Well, that's okay.
Because Fast 5 is my favorite.
I love Fast 5. It's really good.
If it's on, I'll watch it.
But
Is it?
Yeah.
okay, so
Which one
we
was
all
that
have
again? So
That's the
That's
one
the- that's
in
the-
that
Brazil.
was the
heist
one I
movie.
was saying with the.
heist movie.
Yeah, that's the one where The Rock first comes in.
Actually, just can I say one
Oh,
thing?
Yeah, and the one where they
He
rob
does-
that safe out
And
of
he's
it.
running through
He's
different
chasing-
levels.
he's
isn't
against-
he?
Yeah, the fella
Well,
runs
that
and
one's
shit.
actually.
That one's a
really
great
good.
one.
Yeah.
That-
That's fucking number 6 on your list.
yeah, I just looked at the list there. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Change it.
that one is good.
That's like regarded as the best one.
Actually, no, it
Yeah.
was 6, and then I put it up.
It's regarded as the best one. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So rounding off my top 2 then, Tokyo Drift number 2.
Yeah, no, granted, I'll give you that one.
I love
actually
Tokyo
like
Drift. I know it's like a lot of people hate Tokyo Drift because it's fucked. It's
I
like
like
life story.
At the time, it made no sense
It's
in terms of the
so
story.
good. I don't even, like your man's fine, the lead fella. He's fine.
Oh, that.
Just for the moment, I think it was a good story.
Yeah.
Right? If you take it away from the Fast and Furious franchise and just leave it as a standalone movie,
Yeah.
it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
You know
once
what I mean?
again,
It's
few
cars,
things don't
like,
make sense,
yeah,
but
yeah.
whatever. That, and also, once again, I'm a sucker for Japanese
Yeah,
cars, so I fucking love that movie.
It's so good.
Like fucking Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution
I always
8s
have-
and RX-7s.
You know the first time he goes to the drift, not to the when he's with Han, right? And he brings him to like to meet. Well, you know when he says when he loses the race to Drift King. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then Han is like,
Donkey
"I'll
Kong.
show you how to drift."
Yeah.
And then he brings him to like this. I don't know where he brings him. It's like this kind of club thing. You know this song that plays in Tokyo Drift.
Oh,
You
the
mean
Teriyaki Boys
the
one, like
main-
the Tokyo Drift song.
Tokyo Drift
No,
song,
not
yeah.
that one. Not that one.
Yeah, that's the only word.
Fucking
That's it. Yeah, it is the Tokyo.
Yeah,
that
Teriyaki Boys.
That song. I love that song. That is yeah.
That's a fucking
That was one of my
hilarious song.
friend's ringtone for about 10 years.
That yeah. That's stuck in my head for fucking ever.
I remember watching two guys setting up for a stream. One of them asked for like a sound test, and two of them were just yelling at each other, and then it just devolves into the two of them just screaming Tokyo Drift while running away. They're playing like Armor or something, and the two of them just start bunny hopping away. Just I wonder if you know.
Yeah, no, that Tokyo Drift is my second favorite. Just for I just like the movie. You know what I mean.
I like the cars. The movie's pretty good.
Everything about the movie I like about it. You know,
Like it's one of my favorite
Setting.
things. Yeah.
cars, women, music. You know, it's just
Yeah, no, I get you. Like, I love drifting and shit, so that movie was cool to me. And I loved as well, they got, like, the king of drift racing to actually come on and be the guy to do all the stunt drifting and, like, the advisor of, no, if you're doing it, you do it here, not there, here.
So, like, my favourite one then, number one, is Fast and Furious, the first one.
Person, yeah. Okay, that's my favourite as well.
You just ruined your list.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I'd actually put Fast, like, the first one, I put that third.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, we'll make the list at the end when I figure out what your list, when I hear what your list
Yeah.
are. But that's mine
I
then.
should
So
probably
I'm
write that down, give me
I-
2 minutes.
I'm gonna round, Jason.
Yeah, you
can.
can-
I'm gonna round out my list just one more time.
Yeah,
so
I'm just gonna open it up.
starting from last to first, then Fast 4, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast 6, Fate, Fast 7, Fast 5, Tokyo Drift, and Fast 1. Anyway.
I think I'd have to do like a revised one if I was to watch them all again, but I don't know if I've enough brain power to, do
Sit
that.
yourself through that
Yeah.
movies. They're making 2 more, which is the worst thing about it.
Christ.
I don't even know how to make 2 more.
They said they're contracted to 10 movies, so you know what I mean. So The Rock and Vin Diesel hate each other.
I know, it's
Do they?
hilarious.
Yeah.
They
They're
just have
never in a
open
scene
beef.
with each other.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Not-
and on top
not
of that,
Fate.
didn't fucking what's his name? The guy who plays Roman have like this massive Twitter beef with The Rock or something. Or he had a beef with one of them over the movies.
No idea.
Like, he put up this apology video on Twitter as well. He's like crying. He's like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Do you want to kick
Yeah,
us off to this reason?
Yeah, well, I definitely had fast forward because, as I said, I don't even know what happened, and I have watched them all. Yeah, I definitely had no idea what was going on.
In fast forward.
Yeah, maybe because like after Tokyo Drift they went back to normal and they went back to Vin Diesel doing Vin Diesel things,
But there was also a pretty big gap as well between 3 and 4.
4 is 5 years after the first movie.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean there was like a big release gap. Because I
Yeah.
remember 3 came.
3 came out. Yeah.
3 came out in 2006 and then 2 was 2003, so it was 6 years later. There was one called Turbocharged. Whatever the fuck that was.
Oh, that was like a spin-off that was meant to like set the
It's
scene.
a short film, yeah. 6-minute long prelude.
Yeah, that was just showing what happened after Paul Walker left from the first one because he was kind of on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
You fucking remember that one, but you don't remember Fast Forward.
Yeah, it was 6 minutes. But yeah, 7, Fast 6. Because once again,
Yeah, you know what's mad? Han goes to Tokyo at the end or at the start of 4.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Han drops out of the group
They all
after
disband,
finishing after finishing a recon,
Yeah.
and then goes back to Tokyo. So in that time, he trains up Sean.
yeah,
That's what I took from that.
Oh yeah, so they're missing. Oh, okay, so yeah, there's like a Mexican drug lord. It's to do with drugs.
Yeah.
And they're chasing down this drug lord so they can get their sentence. They're using cars to take down the drug lord. Basically.
They're basically doing that one mission,
In
that
GTA.
open mission you get in GTA in San Andreas and San Fierro, just track down the drug shipments.
Basically, yeah.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
So
I saw
that's
this.
4.
Yeah, well, okay. So number 7 had Fast 6 because that was the one with the big giant long ass airway, wasn't it?
Oh, the runway.
Runway.
That wasn't 6, was it?
That was 6. Yeah, because remember, it's
Oh, it
like
was 6, sorry.
he's trying to get away
Sorry,
and driving
yeah,
down the road.
yeah,
And I remember seeing
All the
posts on the internet. It was like actual representation of the runway in Fast 6, and it was like just a long stretch from the start of one side of America to the other.
I remember one where it's just the runway goes right off the earth. It's like a clip art earth and then just a runway.
The earth is flat, man.
Yeah. Oh, don't say
No,
that.
that's not. Don't even.
So number 6 then.
And they killed Gal Gadot in 6 as well, so.
Oh,
Did they?
yeah.
She gets raped in the fucking plane.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, she's like one of the bad people.
She turns out being bad at the end. She's like really good. She's with Han for the whole fucking movie, and she gets wrecked at the end of.
Yeah, wasn't she like meant to be the replacement for Giselle or something? Yeah.
Sad.
And she
Oh,
got
yeah.
destroyed. Oh,
Yeah, she was good, like.
Yeah.
And she gets wrecked. She gets caught on the plane, she gets wrecked.
Yeah.
And Han's all sad, and he goes off to Tokyo and gets killed.
So number 6 then is Tokyo Drift for me because I just didn't like Tokyo Drift. I just thought it was such a departure from. I think the only reason why people like it was when we were that age, just all those cars and
Need for
drifting
Speed
and stuff was
Underground,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
Need for Speed Underground.
that was kind of cool and.
I don't know, just ever since the resurgence, there are a few memes about it as well that I've seen, some of which less than amazingly PC. One of my favourite ones being the "Can he drive" meme where it opens up and it's just that kid in the wheelchair going around some Oh, that meme is such a bad video. I'm so terrible for laughing at it. But oh my god.
Oh, I know.
I just
I've
wasn't
seen that as
expecting
well.
it.
And it's just when it says something and then it just cuts completely.
Yeah,
to that.
like
It's
one of the
just
guys sent it to me and said this is my favorite thing ever, and I just looked at it and I wasn't expecting it, and the next moment this just happens. I'm just like,
there
I
was
just couldn't stop.
there was another one where it cuts to that and it just has drift noises and everything. It's like
Oh yeah, like you got the engine noises and the music going.
horrible. Then 5 I had Fast 5, which to you guys you said was really good.
I think it's the best movie.
Oh yeah,
You know,
by
the
far.
story, just everything about it is the best movie.
Yeah,
And like the final twist bit at the end when they reveal how they got the safe home, that bit was good too.
how did they do that?
It was supposed to be that they were going to take the safe, but then
Spoilers.
yeah, spoilers. They were going to take the safe, but then The Rock was going to like take the contents of it because it's like all illegal funds and it's all through like illegal means. And they were going to give it back to him so that they get less time and a head start to escape from him because they were still technically wanted fugitives from the States for extradition. And it turns out what they had done was there's a bit coming up to it where they pass by a garbage truck, and what happened was the garbage truck was actually run by members of the crew, so they swapped the real safe, which they had pulled all the way from the police station, onto the back of the thing, and they covered it so it just looks like a garbage truck driving along with a fucking thing of garbage on the back of it.
Yeah.
And then on the front of the truck was a fake safe, like the same safe, just a fake one. And they just latched that on and replaced it, and they drove off with that instead,
Yeah.
while the police are chasing them while they have a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
Sure, like, then they use all the money to go hide him. That's
Yeah.
how 6 starts.
Yeah, like Tej goes off and buys a carriage for himself. Roman buys...
Fucking plane, man.
He doesn't just buy a plane though, he buys like a Koenigsegg CCRX, which is one of the rarest supercars in the world. And it turns out when he like tries to show off to Tej, like, I've got the only one in the Western Hemisphere. And then fucking Tej's driver shows up with the same car. And he's like, and now there's two in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and then like fucking Brian goes off and emigrates with your one to live a
Vin
quiet
Diesel,
life.
yeah.
And Vin Diesel
They have a
goes
big
off to do
fucking
his own
villa,
thing.
like.
Yeah, and Vin Diesel goes to do his own thing, and Han goes up. Han and Giselle are just driving through Europe
Yeah.
in a fucking.
They should just
DRS.
ended the fucking movie series at that point and just left it.
Yeah, because they're just
On a good movie.
happy,
like.
happy
Yeah,
ending.
it was the perfect end, because then on top of like they left it open for sequel, by saying, "Oh, Hobbs is gonna come find them," but it's like, no, he fucking won't. They disappeared.
Yeah, Hobbs then comes along and says, I need your help.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck did you find them? Like, there's no explanation how he found them. He just appears.
found them, yeah.
6 is just like, you're not hard to find. I'm not trying.
You're not hard to find. Brian and Mia were literally gone. They were in the wind. So was Han.
So, number 4 then I had was Fast 7 because I remember going to see it in the cinema and
You cried.
no, I just thought it was
I got emotional. I didn't cry though.
I didn't actually get that about. Like, I understood, this
The
is.
music.
Yeah, I know. I
The
understood
music.
that it was a nice
Yeah.
thing. Like I wasn't expecting him to do it.
Like,
Well,
you know-
no, I mean,
well, like,
it was a nice thing that they done.
no, it was a good send
Yeah.
off. I liked the final shot.
Yeah.
Where it's just the two cars parting.
Pardon way, yeah, it was a good idea. And
Yeah. No, that was a nice send off. That was a good way to end it.
yeah, and I just really enjoyed that for the Jason Statham and The Rock, just fighting each other.
Yeah, that was a cool fight.
Yeah. Then for the third one I had was the newest one.
Fate.
Yeah, because it was just so ridiculous that I loved those moments in the movie where they push torpedoes and
Yeah.
what was it? Oh, she remotely controls all the cars.
Oh,
and they just come
yeah.
pouring out of buildings onto the road.
Tells a bunch of automated cars to start driving.
Yeah, and it just looks so funny. Like
It's like, what the fuck? Does everyone in the city own a Tesla or something?
yeah,
Just-
all the cars are just flying around the place, chasing.
Like, I thought that was pretty hilarious as well, and I can understand liking a ridiculous movie
Yeah.
for the sake of being ridiculous.
that we can talk about in a bit.
Oh yeah,
I
we'll get
just-
to that.
Yeah, but I just mean like I really enjoyed the newest one for just how ridiculous stuff in it was, and I know I'm missing a very important thing. What happened in that movie? I just thought it was the sort of stupid things that they done, like Dom having his child.
Yeah, and he just left. I just love that baby. She's just locked up in the fucking base.
Yeah, she's locked in the base in the plane.
In the plane.
In the plane.
Oh, and he says Jason Statham goes in and rescues the fucking baby.
And
I forgot about that. And he just slides the fucking baby across the thing with the bad guys, and he uses them as a distraction. And your man pops out. Is that a baby?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It was very anime.
He puts earmuffs and the fucking glasses on him. Yeah. Oh man, I remember.
Like,
I forgot about that scene.
Like,
that's fucking retarded.
I won't fault Jason Statham because I love Jason Statham. And no matter what, Transporter 3.
Transporter,
is a great movie. And Transporter, except for the most recent one, all the ones with Jason Statham are great.
Yeah. Like his big oil fight in the first
I watched that one recently. I was up at Amanda's and that was on TV and I was watching it and I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
He's just skating around on the bike pedals.
Sorry. So number 2, I have the second one that ye ranked fairly lowly, but it's when I watched when I watched the movies and I actually wanted to watch them because like I've said so many times I don't watch movies. I actually wanted to watch these movies, and this second one I thought it was pretty good.
I just thought it was,
but that's like when I watched them I was younger and I didn't have I just watched them like, oh, that's cool. I probably have no reason for liking it other than the fact that
you thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool because I really liked the first one and I wanted the story to continue. So I guess whatever I took from the second one, that for me to think it was good.
Yeah. No, I watched it recently, so that's why it stood out to me as this is
so I'd say if I was to watch it recently, I'd be like...
Yeah, like there's moments to it where it's just like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Like the introduction of Roman was pretty cool, where it's like, he's a guy who's literally just driving around in a trailer doing destruction derbies because it's the closest thing you can get to actually driving a fast car.
Yeah.
Because he's under like house arrest. And the moment he...
So it's technically is his house that he's driving around just getting
He's driving around in a fucking RV and it's like he just enters destruction derbies the whole times in other cars.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, the moment he sees Paul Walker, he just tackles him to the floor and starts beating him, and it's like, wait, why is this happening? And they just quickly go, yeah, Paul's the reason he's under house arrest. Yeah. There's a reason he's angry. It's not just he showed up and he's just like, oh.
Yeah.
So true.
It's not DMX like.
And then, as I said, the first one is my favourite.
Did we put rank 1 as our first ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did, yeah.
Because I really enjoyed...
I like the first one.
Just everything about it. I thought it was really cool.
So will we collectively say that 1 is 2 then? If you wait till you're done. Wait till you're done. Yeah. So is there anything off that list that you want to set in stone that he agrees with?
I was just saying.
Fast 1.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, no. Fast 1.
I jumped the gun.
I'm sorry.
Fast 1 is pretty good. Yeah. Like I
really loved the ending when it's just like they both do that drag race and it's like, you owe me a 10-second car, and then he gives him the car or whatever.
The cool car, yeah.
Yeah, and he drives off, and it's like it's a Supra, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's an Impreza. Super Impreza, yeah.
No, it's not. No, not an Impreza. It's a. I don't think it's Toyota either. Oh, it's gone from my head. I just remember it was like it's like a really famous like Japanese tuner car.
Which one? The green? Not the green one. That's Paul Walker's one. The first one, isn't it? The green one with the black.
Yeah, I thought it was the green one that he gives him at the end of the movie.
Yeah. It's a. What car is that?
So are they gonna like?
It's a Mitsubishi Eclipse. There you go.
Fair enough.
Are they gonna bring back?
That's it.
Paul Walker's character.
How could they bring him back?
Oh yeah.
His character.
How?
They can't.
But like his character, not
no,
bring back
I know
Paul
what you
Walker.
mean, but it's like
how?
What do you mean how?
What do you mean by how?
How can't they?
Because he's dead.
like that's
like
what the whole
that's
point
like
of
saying
being Fast 7 is for. So he's just gone. Like he doesn't need to be in the movies anymore.
They wrote him out of the movie, but they can't. How are they gonna bring a character?
I
back
know
with a
that they
different
mentioned
actor?
in the latest one they were just like, nah, he's out of the game. He's got a
going,
family.
yeah.
But what if the writers say, "Oh, we need to bring back Paul Walker's character, not Paul Walker."
I know that, but how could they possibly bring him back and just have a
Literally,
different
unless
actor?
it was just like,
The whole movie franchise was based around Paul Walker, right?
Yeah.
So how could they bring back his character and a different actor?
they just blow up his house at the start of a movie, and that's the set.
And he's got they just
like that's the only
they could
way.
do Bourne. They could do Bourne. I fucking
they could do
Bourne.
a Saints Row 2 sort of job. Like he blows up in the
Or
the
it's just
first
like,
one.
nah, Paul Walker is just a name for a bunch of agents. It's like fucking James Bond.
Hitman, or the Hitman from fucking Agent
It's
47.
like, turns out Paul was a CIA agent the whole time.
Christ, yeah.
No, but like they could get somebody that looks similar, you know.
Should have used his brother for the CG.
Yeah, and then just CG'd his face onto him.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to CG. They could, like, technically, if you look at what they did with Star Wars.
Well, they did with Peter Cushing. Fair enough. Little bit uncanny valley, but oh my god, they got it right. Compared to Carrie Fisher, who appears in the same movie as like a younger version of herself, and it just doesn't look right.
They still had to do it though.
They still, they had to.
do it.
They had to do it.
That bit at the end of Rogue One when Vader just comes in and just destroys it.
Oh, that's great.
That's the best thing about that movie.
Yeah, no, just the sheer force of Darth Vader.
They made him evil again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like they villainize him, and that's the way it should be going into 4. That he's just this guy who can just murder people.
Just destroy it. That was brilliant. Sorry for getting off track there, but just that bit in fucking Rogue One is brilliant.
Oh, it's a great moment.
I love that.
William,
let's hear your list.
Alright, so
bust down, man.
At number 8, I have Fast 4.
Hey, we all agree on this.
No, I literally remember one moment of the entirety of Fast 4, and that is the bit where fucking Michelle Rodriguez's character Letty is just hanging off the back of a truck and she's like, "Dumb!" and he's driving beside her like, like, is that not the most accurate representation of his character in any of these movies? He's trying to
even saying that, I don't remember that.
It's like at the very start of the movie where it's setting up, oh, this is what Dom and Letty have been doing. They've been stealing gas tankers and just selling the oil.
Oh yeah, Fast 4. What a bad movie, lads.
Oh, it's terrible. At number 7, I have Fast 8. Like, I didn't see Fast 8. I
love the way you're ranking.
But,
like, I love the way you're putting Fast 4 below it, and you haven't even seen it.
No, because I still remember things about. I remember a lot more about Fast 8 than I remember about Fast 4, and I will like give it a few ups because the bit where Jason Statham and The Rock break out of prison, that's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking ridiculous and crazy, and that's another good thing. So that's why it doesn't get to the very bottom.
Yeah.
Although actually, I might swap that now.
Now look, wait.
Yeah, no, that'll be my number 6. Because my number 7 is actually Fast 6. Because Fast 6 is actually just as forgettable as 4.
Wait, so you put 7, Fast 6, 7.
I put Fast 6 and 7.
And I put it at 6, and you put it at 7. So I think we should put it at 7.
Yeah, put it at 7.
Okay? Yeah?
Yeah, no, because Fast 8, I remember more about Fast 8 than I remember about Fast 6.
Just Fast 6 had
I remember
the runway.
Yeah, I remember the runway, I remember they were in Berlin, and I remember Han being sad. That's it.
Because Gal Gadot gets...
Was Fast 6 the one where they're also driving along a train?
No, that's 7. When they get the girl, the English one. Yeah, that's 7.
Driving next to a train and you know
stealing the cars.
He jumps right. Yeah, I think so. And
yeah, no, that's 5. That's the opening to 5. Because remember, they get the car, and then inside the car is all the data about the safe.
But what about your woman from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Oh, she's in 7. That's 7. That's what you're thinking of.
No, I'm not.
She's not in 5.
I'm not talking about.
Oh, sorry, that's it.
Yeah,
my bad. Sorry.
Are you talking about the train robbery scene where they're trying to steal all the cars?
I think so, yeah. And he jumps right at the end or something.
Yeah, and they like fall into like a river.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Fast 5.
Oh,
that's the opening to Fast 5.
Yeah, I was getting confused with the the bit in 7 when they have to rescue your woman. She's on the train.
Oh, right.
Or is that a truck? Is that an armoured truck or is it?
She's on an armoured truck or something.
I was thinking it was a train.
I
don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Can't remember every detail.
I don't know.
Movies.
Okay, So Fast 6 is officially
Fast 6
number
is
7.
Fast 6 is my
Yeah.
is my 7. 8 is my 6.
Yeah.
And I've explained my reasons.
Yeah.
I think it's more rememberable.
Fair enough. Let's go. What's your next one, William?
My number 5 is Too Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Because while I do like the skylines, there's just not enough about that movie to make it a good movie. It's just bad.
Yeah.
There's bad story, bad characters.
Just bad.
Yeah, it's just terrible. And then on top of that, let's not forget the infamous like, cop boat, cop boat, cop boat. You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do. And it's just
I agree with you. Bad movie.
yeah, so
No.
you're gonna defend till the end, aren't you?
No.
So number 4 is Fast 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my 4.
It's
That's
a
my
good-
4.
Okay, so
How
Fast
are
7.
4, lads?
Yeah, we are 4.
Furious 7 is called.
I just have them all as fast something.
Yeah, yeah. Furious 7.
So my number 3, which is completely different to yours, is Fast 1.
Yeah. I had mine. I had
Like-
mine 1.
I know enough about Fast 1 to appreciate it. I can see why it was such a good movie at the time, why it was a good genre movie.
Sure.
Like, it did make a whole series of movies following it, because there's not a lot of street racing movies before it, and there's not a ton that have done it as well after it.
Yeah.
So
Need for
it's
Speed
just...
movie.
Oh, Jesus. Aaron Paul.
Aaron Walker.
Aaron Paul Walker.
No, he tries to be like a
Oh,
beast.
That's his
Yeah.
character,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
fuck's sake.
Well,
Like,
whatever, it's all the same.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Fast 1, like, it's good. I thought it was good. I thought everything about it was alright.
Yeah.
So my second one is Tokyo Drift. Because I love Japanese cars, I like the story, I like the fact they just didn't do straight drag races for
Yeah.
once as well. Like, I like drift racing. I love looking at drift racing.
Drift racing's deadly.
Yeah,
That's
and it's also one of my favorite things to do in any fucking driving games as well.
I
It's
just
just drifting
down the
cars.
street like driving.
Yeah.
If I could drift, I would be so happy.
I figured out the handbrake in PUBG. I didn't know it was actually a spacebar with the handbrake in cars in PUBG. I didn't know that.
Really?
Right, so I've been just driving around in the buggies and shit, just fucking drifting
Yeah, you
around.
don't. Yeah, you sure remember the three of us, like me, you, and Brian, on a motorbike in the desert, drifting around corners.
That's so funny. And then he was driving the motorbike, right? And it was flat ground, not a fucking thing. And next thing you know, we just take off in the air.
I think we hit a tree root or something.
I don't know
and
what
we
it
just flipped.
He got killed, and I was just standing there like.
But
what the
like
hell?
we weren't going for like I wasn't looking forward and going forward. I was looking forward and going that way.
It was so fun. We just flipped in the air, like, you know, in PUBG, the crazy moments and the cars just take off.
Yeah.
Who was
The three of us just got thrown out, and like I think Brian was fine. You got knocked out, and I was half health.
I was like, what the fuck happened
Who
here?
was it? Remember on the old map when you went over the house and literally, I think it was my brother and you and someone else?
What, in the car?
In the car or the bike.
We went up the hill and we went over the house.
And you went over one house
Yeah.
and the car got stuck on the second house.
We landed on the roof of the second house. We got killed. There was lads on the roof across from us and they just shot us dead. That's only when we started playing the game. It was.
Yeah.
When PUBG first came out, it was so much fun just messing with the physics.
Bad game.
That's the
Fucking
game.
great game.
It's
Bad
good.
game. Bad game.
No, I'll enjoy it. Like, I'm waiting for my PC parts now just so I can start
Yeah,
playing
you can
it.
play a really good
Rainbow
stuff
Six
now.
Siege.
Because you know what's mad about that game, and I've been saying this for the last. Because I figured out. I was
It's
reading on the
real
Reddit.
CPU intensive.
It uses the better RAM you have, you get more frames. So the difference between 8 and 16 is like 20 to 30 frames. Because your
And
RAM.
I think...
It
Hang on, let me double check
right,
what
and
my order was.
and your SSD, right? So if your SSD, speeds for read-write speeds,
Oh, yeah?
it depends on that as well.
Oh, yeah, I'd expect that.
That's like 10 frames.
I think that's normal for most games.
Yeah, I know, but I was just like, but it doesn't. GPU is like the lowest out of everything for frames.
Oh, yeah, shit. Holy fuck. I forgot. Yeah, I'm getting like a 25% increase in power on my RAM because I bought 3,000
Are you getting?
megahertz.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
16 gigs of
3200
3000.
That's why I'm gonna upgrade 3200 as well. Because
Yeah.
I only have 1600.
Oh, I was on
RAM,
16.
yeah.
I bought 2400 megahertz RAM ages ago.
It made a big difference, did it?
Oh, they went on sale ages ago on Amazon, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2400 megahertz Corsair Vengeance Pro. and it was the best investment I made.
Your brother made a very valid point. Your brother, the reason everything like RAM and graphics cards are so fucking expensive at the moment was the mining.
Oh yeah,
for cryptocurrency.
Mining and smartphones.
Yeah, it's so
Smartphones
fucking, it's
have driven up the price.
so annoying.
Yeah, because
like,
all these smartphones need RAM.
Yeah.
Like, look at fucking look at the Razer phone, 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
Look at the
Same as
fucking
my
OnePlus
PC.
3T, 3 gigs of RAM. My phone's 2 gigs of like standard RAM.
I'm pretty sure mine's 2 to 3 gigs. I'm pretty sure it's 3 gigs at this point.
Like flagship phones want 2 to 3 gigs of RAM, and that's a lot of silicone requirement. That's a lot of like manufacturing process. But then on top of that, there was like a batch of DDR4 like a year ago, and that drove prices up even more because there's just a bunch of DDR4 sticks that nothing could be done with them.
They're dropping a lot more recently. I've been keeping an eye on them because I'm planning on building soon.
Oh, yeah.
My PC, they're dropping ever so slightly. I was looking. What's mad is like the 1080 and the 1070. The price difference is like 300 quid
Oh yeah.
plus. And I'm just
I'd expect that.
yeah, I know, and I'm just like, 8 gig 1070. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
that's all I'm gonna need for another like
Yeah.
4 years.
Just for a segue moment, but totally not a promotion, but hey, Aria PC, sponsor us. Your stuff's pretty cool. Thanks for getting me that RAM for 80 pounds.
I love it. Yeah, Aria PC.
If you wanna throw us a sponsorship, you know my Twitter's at
He makes
Gemini.
PCs. I promote stuff. Jason promotes stuff. We can make. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, just
We'll go around doing Logan
'cause
Paul around Dublin.
Oh
With,
Jesus!
with
God.
PC stuff.
Like I ordered all
PC
this stuff,
people.
and I actually got such an insane deal
Yeah.
because the price I was looking at on PC Part Picker was
Yeah.
like £140 for that RAM, and then I went to Aria and they had like a special offer and it was something like 80,
So lads,
and I was just there like,
can we get back to our?
but yeah, back to fucking Fast and Furious.
So William,
What's your number one?
Back from being Fast and Furious with computers and back to cars.
Hey, I hate you.
So your first favorite is
Fast
Oh,
Five.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Fast Five.
That's
Right.
the last one.
So our top trees are very similar, except for you.
Yeah,
Me and you have the same top trees, just in different orders.
well, I
think
You
so.
have one. So
One
we
last.
have Tokyo Drift the same,
Yeah.
right? And you have Tokyo Drift as where 5.
6.
You swapped them. Oh, you dick.
No,
Okay,
because
right.
the Fast 5 I put
So
beside.
we all put
So-
7, right? I still think. Okay, so me and you have it as 2, right?
right.
So there's 2 votes for 2, and you have it as 6. So I'm gonna put it as 3.
I was
I'll
going to
drop it
say
down.
I'm willing to put it even higher after.
Well, no, it's not just on our collective list. You
yeah,
think
no,
it
I
should
mean
be-
collectively
So
I'm willing to.
we have 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1 available for list spaces, right?
So
Okay.
out of what's left, what's the worst?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
I
that
don't know
I
that
had
5 or
that
6.
I had that pretty high.
I think we should put that 5 or 6 though.
Show us what.
Like, I have 8 lowest on my list of what's left.
Yeah, I have 8 at 5.
Okay,
Where do you?
I have that as 3. So put 8 as number 6.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, because, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I have
Yeah.
8 pretty low as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have.
I still think Too Fast, Too Furious is 5.
I think
Yeah,
Too
no,
Fast and
yeah.
Furious
Put
is
Too
5.
Fast, Too Furious down because, as I said, I'm willing to throw
Okay. And then,
Fast 5 much higher.
do you want to put Tokyo Drift in 3? I think that's fair because he had it very
Yeah,
low.
that's pretty fair.
He had it low.
Yeah,
right,
I
had
which
it
is
low.
fair enough. Okay.
Like, it's one of the better ones, but I can agree with people who say it's not amazing.
Okay. And then 1 and 2. So this is where we get.
So
me and
it's
you both
between-
had Fast 1,
Yeah.
right? But I agree that Fast 5 is the best movie. So if we're rating on best movie, I would put Fast 5 first. But on personal preference, I would put Fast 1.
Okay, so can we actually have it like that they're both joined first as the best?
I think
and
we
then
should definitely.
everything else.
I like that.
I'm
idea.
willing to let you have Fast 1 as the first one, because I haven't watched Fast 1 probably as much as you. I watched it maybe twice.
Okay, I'll take that.
So yeah, I'd say just put Fast 1 first.
Okay.
Because it's a good establisher as well. So I'm
Yeah,
willing
it
to let that.
started the.
I really like Fast. Like I would put Fast 5 ahead of Tokyo Drift if I didn't love Tokyo
Oh,
Drift.
I would
so
too.
much. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
tough. My top 3 are like I really love all those 3 movies. So
It's
we have the list done. So
So
I'm
first
just gonna show-
we have.
William, you can show the camera there. So
We
Number
have
1.
Fast 1.
Yeah, Jason.
Second, Fast 5. Third, we have Tokyo Drift. 4, what is it? Fury 7. Jeez, I just had them as Fast 7 Fast.
Yes.
5, we have Too Fast, Too Furious. 6, we have Fate and the Furious. 7 was Fast 6, and that's it. There is no Fast 4.
It doesn't exist.
We're racing it from
Fuck petitioning for The Last Jedi to be removed from the canon. Let's get this shit removed from the canon.
Wow, man. Last Jedi was a good fucking
Last
movie.
Jedi was good.
Oh, I thought The Last Jedi was a good movie as
Yeah,
well. That's why it really
People
annoyed
don't
me.
like it because Mark Hamill's character, Luke, was so fucking different to the original story.
Yeah, he was an edgelord.
That's the only reason that people.
And he was
Greenland.
milking titties and
See that? Do you see that?
Oh, please tell me you saw his Facebook post.
no.
Oh,
He put it on Twitter.
oh my god.
He
yeah,
was-
no,
he
yeah,
was-
find it.
He was milking the Loch Ness monster, like.
Oh no, how did you not see this? This was like all over the
thing,
internet for like a day. And it was on Imager as well. That he had put this up on his
Throwback to
Facebook.
sucking them in mommy's teats, like.
The thing of Mark Hamill, like
Like.
he what's it called? That milk he's drinking is reference to the milk that he was drinking at the start of New Hope.
Oh, start of 4.
Yeah, that's the milk they drink. That's actually the milk they drink in the universe. It's just he has.
Yeah,
We just saw a
they
very
just happened
graphic
there.
version of it. That was so weird.
You know, you actually see the process now and it like ruins the illusion.
Which post was it now? Which one
He
was
just
it?
milked the Loch
He
Ness
just put
monster.
it up. I just
What
remember-
was it?
It was just a picture of him like, it's the meme of the...
And the Loch Ness
I have to go look for
monster asked him, and that'd be about 350.
I'll check Imager.
I'm looking.
Because I remember it got put on Imager as well.
Like,
No, I haven't seen it anyway, this post.
That's not
I thought
Imager,
the end
that's
of The
not
Last
right.
Jedi though. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it.
You know, we
Definitely
said
100%
no,
spoilers.
we said we wouldn't talk about.
Yeah, but it's been fucking a month. It's nearly
Yeah,
a month
it's been
since
out a
then.
while.
I didn't see Star Wars until 20
care.
something years.
Spoilers. The bit at the end when Luke. Look, watch. Spoilers. Click off now if you haven't seen a movie and you want to watch it.
Put a bucket on
You're
your
going to the
Spoilers,
annotation that Grant's going to put in.
No, there's no annotations on YouTube.
Grant's
anymore.
going. Go
Click.
to the timestamp.
Just
that Grant
skip
puts
about
in.
3 minutes forward, right? The bit with Luke at the end was the most noble thing he did in the whole movie.
Oh yeah, just
Well, it
the
was kind of
appearance.
the only thing he done in the whole movie.
But that was like.
apart from sucking.
So that was the Luke we expected to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was so good. And he's just standing there and everyone's like, everyone fire on that one target.
And I had one little thing.
On that one
Oh, found
old
it.
man.
I found it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, this went up on Mark Hamill's Facebook.
Oh yeah. I have seen that before.
Oh god, it was great.
Oh, brilliant.
So like, you happy with that list?
Yeah, I'm happy with that list. I'd accept that as a list.
Yeah. Good.
So William.
William, you
So,
mentioned earlier about
Yes,
bad
moving
movies.
from bad movies and good movies, let's get on to my topic I suggested, which is what makes a good bad movie and what makes a bad movie. Because
So shit movies in general.
Yeah, shit movies in general, but god, I've seen a few
Okay.
awful movies.
I'm just gonna name mine straight out. Doom with The Rock.
Doom.
Okay,
Because that borders video game.
Not
yeah,
this.
like I don't count video games towards any listing I do of bad movies because I immediately think a video game movie's never gonna do well. Like
Yeah.
Doom,
This
I
was
thought
the
Doom was
original-
cool when it came out.
2005.
Yeah, I thought Doom was cool when it came out, but rose tinted glasses.
I've only seen it in the past few years because, you know,
You watch
Aaron,
it when you're.
Oh yeah, Aaron
He
is
knows-
obsessed.
No, he
Aaron,
loves the movie.
Aaron loves that movie.
He loves
I know
that movie.
he
It's
does.
his favourite movie.
When you're zooting, it's
When-
your favourite movie to watch.
Zooting. No, it. Well, like, I don't actually know if he's serious or not because, like, we've took
No,
the
he's
piss.
serious.
Yeah, but we've took the piss out of the movie so much now that it, like, is it his favourite movie? Like, because I know he likes the movie, but, like, is he
No.
only saying, yeah, that's my favourite movie because
It's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think a movie. If you like a movie a lot, you can accept there's flaws in it.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, no one's gonna look at a movie they love and objectively say it has no flaws. Oh well, you get the few people who do, but whatever.
Yeah.
But video game movies, I don't count them because it's a video game movie. Like, you're never gonna adapt a video game into a movie the same way you'd adapt, say, a book into a movie. Because there's a whole different writing process and a whole different universe. And you can't adapt a video game universe
Yeah, you can't.
the same way. Like, look at Warcraft. Warcraft was the perfect example, as I said earlier, where there's a shitload of lore in Warcraft. And then when they brought it to movie, there was a lot of stuff they didn't mention or that they dropped. And
You don't have the time for...
The thing is, they wanted to do fan service, and they also wanted to bring people into the movie that have never played the game and don't understand the lore. So they tried to do two things with one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? And that's where it lost a lot of...
Yeah, because I've played the old Warcraft games, and you need to have played the old Warcraft games to actually get things in some things in Warcraft.
I only knew the name of the characters because of playing Hearthstone. No, playing Hearthstone.
Yeah. I'm getting into Hearthstone.
I mean, a few characters. I don't know any of them.
Like,
I've been playing I bought World of War. I subscribed to it.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're stupid.
oh yeah, I saw you on the other night on Discord with Dale.
Yeah.
But
I've been very sick, lads. Leave me alone.
I think
He's not in his right mind.
the only way you can't have a video game movie is because you can't get the same experience.
Yeah, like a video game is an immersive genre. It's an immersive media. You need to be able to get into it. You need to explore it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Whereas a movie can present a lot of things either way too slow or way too quick. It's very hard to get it right.
Yeah.
If something else has established a good way of bringing in the story.
But do you think they could make a video game movie not using the same story, like Assassin's Creed?
The Assassin's Creed.
That was a bad movie, right? It was.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
terrible.
The assassin bits in it, in the world of being the assassin, were good, but the shit ass story outside of that was really bad.
The present day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
present
that's
day
the problem with the fucking video games as well.
Actually, in the video games, I liked the story of the present day.
Doing Desmond fucking...
Oh, no.
Right? The shit they did with Desmond, the fact that they built him up for fucking 3 games and then they wrecked him at the end of 3.
Spoilers.
I don't give a fuck. I've talked about it on the podcast already, right? Fuck them. I was really butthurt when I got to the end of 3 and he got fucking killed. I'm sorry, but I'm just so...
I know a lot of people who don't like Desmond.
I liked it.
I thought Desmond was okay.
I liked it.
He wasn't the worst protagonist.
Could you imagine how good the game would be as just a pure assassin game? Like, you're just playing the assassins.
Well, like Origins.
Well, just in general.
That's what they've become. Like,
No, but not really. You're still working making a video game for some stupid company.
You still have your...
Yeah, but like, starting with Black Flag...
Day, like, you're not actually a character.
So much. I'm not getting into that, though.
Yeah,
your protagonist is just you, pretty much. Like, because it's even in first person.
But I think the first... 2 is the best Assassin's Creed game.
2 is the best Assassin's Creed game.
It is.
2 is the best one, but it's not my favorite.
That's okay.
Because I would still rank 1 higher just because I
prefer playing it.
No, I prefer the challenge of playing 1. Yeah. It's much harder to play 1.
The thing with 2 though, you could do whatever way you wanted.
Then it comes into this thing of there comes a point in 2 where once you have the climbing glove that lets you throw yourself up walls and the fully upgraded crossbow, you don't ever need to worry about getting to a target ever again because you have an instant kill and can climb anywhere.
Ezio's my favourite though. He's so good. Like, Altair was fucking nuts. Like, he was just a nutter.
Oh yeah, but that's what made him brilliant.
But I just loved Ezio's character. I don't know, I related to him a lot more than Altair.
Yeah, like...
Well, that's because...
I'll admit...
We had more of
Ezio. They wrote Ezio so well. They just...
The 3 games of Ezio...
They expected to make Ezio a character with a few games. Whereas Altair got 1 game.
You got... 2. If you count Revelations...
I didn't play Revelations.
He's not really in Revelations.
He is. He's in the flashbacks, but not that much.
It's still pretty important.
Yeah, like, he's a major story point, but he's not like a major character in it.
Like... He is. Revelations and Brotherhood are about... Yeah, no, you can do it. It's fine. We like the airport here. Revelations and Brotherhood are about Ezio.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're
his-
still about
his
Ezio.
game.
Yeah.
But Altair is technically like part of the story. I would love to see what happens after 1.
You see, there are 1 or 2 games that kind of touch on this, and like there's a few.
I'd love
short
to get a
movies
game
as well.
of it. Like,
Oh, I'd love a game of it too.
there's still, I know
Like,
there's
I'm
stories.
weird. I've read the books
Yeah,
for
that's fair
Assassin's
enough.
Creed, but they kind of describe things that happen in between. Because the other way Assassin's Creed 1, there's a lot of time skipping
Yeah,
Yeah,
between
especially-
each mission.
Yeah.
He gets very
The book-
old towards the end.
Yeah,
doesn't
the
he?
books actually. The books surprisingly never ever go to present day. The books are only ever in period time.
Yeah.
I learned that because the first one I read was Revelations, and I was like, oh, and then they'll say Desmond was doing this in the Animus or something. They never did. It was just always about Ezio, and I thought that was such a better story point.
But that's the thing. They should. I think if they did that from the get go, we
Yeah,
would have had
that would've been
serious
great.
game. But Assassin's Creed 1 was the first game I got on my Xbox 360 when I got it. So like I would loved it when I. That's the only thing I had to play. That
Fair
and Gears.
enough. Oh, I was late.
Yeah.
I was late to that party, and I got Halo as my first game. So
I was
Just-
fairly late to the Xbox party.
They,
so I
they,
liked history.
but that was the thing, like, they needed the present day story so that they could
What, for
make.
the movie now?
No,
Or
no,
not for the game?
for the game.
Okay.
So they could make, like,
universal sense as to why you suddenly jump
Jump.
between characters.
yeah, and
Well-
why you have, like, different time.
But what they
periods
could have
and all
done then, they could have just made games. They don't have to. They can connect them
that. I know, but then
through
they-
the story of the assassins rather than through the story of a present day person who's related
Well,
to
that's-
all these.
that's
Like, how is Desmond
under-
related to every single fucking assassin?
That's not it.
That's
That's not it.
it
That's
is,
not
it's
it. That's not it.
ancestors.
That's not it. That's not it.
In 1 and 2, it's ancestors.
Desmond's
Am I
story.
right?
Desmond is actually a descendant of the. Do you know the Adam and Eve people? He's a
Oh,
descendant
he
yeah, he's a
He is,
descendant
he
of
is.
that.
But
The
it says-
assassins are
And it-
descended from them.
of them as well.
But
yeah.
initially, like, when you get into the game, it's your ancestor, so that's where I would have got
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah.
like, it is supposed to be that as the assassins were slowly hunted more,
Yeah.
the bloodlines start kind of becoming smaller and smaller because you're just merging all the assassins together.
I remember we were racing to get platinum in 2. That was so
I
funny.
got the platinum first.
Yeah, you did. You bet me to it.
And then I kind of
We
got,
got to the other two.
halfway through the second one of Ezio's story, and I was just like,
I'm not.
no, this is the exact same.
I'm not.
On the
I'm
on
not
this
fucking-
segue though, we are really off topic though. So let's just draw it back to
yeah,
movies.
the video
Yeah,
game.
there were
movies.
Assassin's
Just-
Creed movies though, so it is not entirely an off point.
Yeah, no,
But
I
they were
I
like
thought the movie was
CG
alright.
rendered in universe ones.
Oh yeah.
I remember one of them was about like Ezio's dad and he
Yeah,
was an
yeah,
assassin.
I watched that. Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah,
one,
That's
actually.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was. But
that's a decent one.
I was saying like video game movies they wouldn't work is because you can't establish that world, and that's why I'm afraid of something like they're making a Metal Gear movie.
Yeah, I heard they were making.
How are you going to do that? Like
Yeah, because like
a Mission
after
Impossible sort of.
everything Kojima has done,
Oh,
it's going to be hard to establish a Metal
Yeah.
Gear universe.
Exactly.
Unless they get Kojima
Kona-
to write it.
they won't.
I know
no,
this.
they won't.
They won't.
I know that, but that's the only reason.
Like,
They
I know
didn't write it.
Kojima makes it look like he wants to make movies, but no,
No.
he's
Yeah.
not. He's not Square Enix. Final
Tomb Raider?
Fantasy.
What are they making?
Tomb Raider's fine though. Tomb Raider is
Have you
fine. That's
have you played any of the most
actually-
recent Final
that's-
Fantasies?
Yeah, I've been playing the 15.
Lara Croft.
Yeah,
That's alright.
I like.
I'm sorry.
Like I just remember Final Fantasy 13 and its sequels. Final Fantasy 15 kind of does this as well, and a little bit with 11. But ever since 7, it's slowly become this thing of you can hear Square Enix screaming from behind the curtain. Just let us make movies. We just want to make movies.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, yeah. I've been told, because I haven't played a lot of 15, but I heard there's cutscenes that are long in that game.
It's like fucking Metal Gear, because someone actually made a compilation of all the cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 2. Like,
Yeah.
not actually one of my favorite Metal Gear game.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite one.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Snake Eater is good, but like
Snake
Metal Gear
Eater
Solid 2 was my
is-
first
yeah.
one.
Same,
The first game I
that was my
played.
reason for it as well.
Yeah, like I like Metal Gear Solid 3, but I prefer Metal Gear Solid 2. Fight me.
Yeah,
But-
exactly. Yeah.
Someone compiled all the cutscenes into one single
Just
video,
one video, yeah.
and it's like 5 hours of cutscenes.
I've watched it.
Yeah, I played it through it.
I've played it and
know.
I've watched it, and I've also watched like probably that as well.
And then you got 4, which is just 5 steps cutscene, 5 steps cutscene,
Yeah.
5 steps cutscene, hour-long cutscene.
But I
5
still
steps
love it
cutscene.
though. I still love 4.
Yeah, I love that there's like a micro movie just in the middle of 4 towards the end.
Oh, when you're going through the...
It's not even that. It's just like the establishing moments of like the Outer Heaven submarine and like the attacks on it and stuff.
Yeah.
There's just an hour worth of movie.
And literally, when you're on the submarine, it's you walk from one end of that platform to the other, and then you have that boss fight that takes a few minutes.
Yeah, it's just a quick CQC fight.
Yeah. No, not that. Do you know when you get launched onto Outer Heaven?
Oh.
And you literally, it's just one platform. It'll take you 2 minutes to walk past.
Like it's not the revolver fight, is it?
No, I'm on about just the, before that, the start of Act 5.
Oh, yeah.
When you get launched onto the boat.
Onto Outer Heaven.
Yeah. And then you walk, because everyone's on alert, you walk through that, you open the door, and then you have the fight with a Screaming Mantis, no, not Screaming Mantis. Do you know the psychic one?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. The Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, the one who's like meant to be Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and then it like goes into that weird moment with the like microwave room. And the GW core.
MGS4 was the only one that I beat on the hardest difficulty. On European, or the boss extreme it was.
Yeah, no, I love the final scene of Metal Gear Solid 4, just the final fight.
The two old men fighting.
The final fight with Ocelot is one of my favorites, just because as he's fighting and his own personality starts coming back, and then he finishes with "You're pretty good."
Yeah. I don't know if you've played much of the Metal Gear series.
I borrowed a PlayStation just so I could play Metal Gear Solid.
I gave two of my friends lend of my PS3 so they could play it.
Like I've wanted to, but I just never did.
Like
I will at some stage when I have time, but I just even when I was younger.
I haven't played it that much recently. I have Ground Zeroes in my Steam library. I need to play it. I know it's not great, but I just feel like I need to play it before I play Phantom Pain. But back to video game movies, because once again we've devolved. Let's just go to the movies, because the
Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill, worst fucking movie ever.
No, Jack and Jill is a travesty. That is.
I was looking at while you were sitting here. I talk about that. I was just looking up about it. Right, it has a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Right, it had a budget of 79 million, and it doubled that.
Well, it's an Adam Sandler movie. They always make money.
What is the movie?
Jack and Jill.
He plays.
I know the name.
He plays two characters, a brother and a sister. And he's getting married, and she just shows up. And he plays the two of them. And it's like fucking
Eddie Murphy, like Nutty Professor.
And Norbit. And
Norbit, yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's literally it. Jack and Jill is white Norbit. It's even worse.
Except he's not married to himself.
Yeah. No, like, Norbit's funny because they have these moments where because Eddie Murphy's known for playing multiple characters. That's what made him famous. But then he does it well. Like, his character representations are good. Whereas Adam Sandler is just Adam Sandler can play Adam Sandler, and then you make a female Adam Sandler, and it's just so much worse.
So true.
Like, it's just him in drag, and it's terrible.
You know that scene in Norbit when she goes down the slide?
Oh.
The water slide. She's going so fucking fast that she's just destroying.
No, I like Norbit. It's a bad movie, but I
like it too.
But it's not like a cult movie, because the thing is, a good bad movie is a cult movie. Okay. Like, you got The Room, which at the moment is huge because of the disaster artist.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I watched The Room before the disaster artist was made, and then I heard there was like a book coming out, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be great. And I read the disaster artist, and I thought it was really good, because then rewatching The Room, having read the disaster artist, I could see what he meant when he said, oh, we did this, and then I could see why that would have occurred.
That was written by the guy who played
Greg Sestero. I met him actually on his book tour. He's a really cool dude.
Did you?
Yes. And I now know, because of that tour, The Room was going to be so much worse. Like, it would have been one of those bad movies.
Oh, really?
If it had not been, like, severely doctored script-wise. Because I read the original script, like, while this book tour was on. I got to read it with Greg Sestero. Toot my own fucking horn here. I got to narrate a scene between Johnny, Lisa, and Mark. Because, like, it had all the stage directions on it, but we're in a, like, lecture hall in Trinity, so you can't really, like, do the stage
Yeah,
directions.
yeah.
So I was just there reading about like as they were doing it, and the scene is just awful. Like it's so poorly written, even for a Tommy Wiseau writing. This was like the original final draft of the movie. This is what Tommy wanted as the final draft.
Yeah.
And it's god awful. Like the characters are actually wooden. Like there's nothing to them.
Yeah.
Like even in context, they're just awful. So I'm so happy that that movie got altered a bit into what it is, and a bit more understandable, because like the English is not amazing. Expected from a guy who was born somewhere in Eastern Europe, like.
Yeah.
He's a mystery.
Tommy Wiseau.
He's D.B. Cooper. I am so on board with that theory. Like he is D.B. Cooper. He's just some dude who jumped out of a plane with $1 million strapped to his mind.
No,
After holding it all out. No, I believe it if someone told me. Just no, that's it. The definitive truth. Tommy Wiseau is D.B. Cooper.
I actually haven't seen The Room, all of it. I watched about 20-30 minutes,
Like
and from what I've watched, I was just like, man, everything all these people are saying, it sounds like they're coming from his mouth.
yeah, because that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Tommy didn't write the characters as like characters. Tommy wrote the characters as just what Tommy envisioned. These characters
Like
to
just
be.
and I could really feel that from the other actors.
But that's kind of what makes it good, is watching these actors trying to interpret Tommy's complete misunderstanding of like Americanisms or American culture points. But then you've got like that's a good bad movie, like because it's got wide appeal, people like it. But I've watched. This is actually a point of shame for me that I've watched Food Fight 3 times. And it is a pain to watch.
Why would you do that to
I
yourself?
watched it the first time,
Yeah.
and that was at a sesh. I convinced someone to download it because, it was a drunken decision. We were all kind of there, and we were like, "What's the worst thing we could watch?" And I went, "Download Food Fight. Let's just watch it and get it out of the way." Because I'd shown someone the like JonTron review where they point out all the shitty bad moments of it.
Mm-hmm.
I am impressed that anyone who reviewed that movie got 20 minutes of bad moments, because there is that whole movie, like you could literally upload that whole movie and just call it the worst parts of Food Fight.
And
It's that bad.
what is Food Fight?
Food Fight is an animated movie that released in 2013 and started production in 2001.
Okay.
Now,
12 years.
it gets worse. So, originally it was meant to come out in 2003, and they were just entering final phase of production, like finishing up the editing, getting all the sound right, when suddenly the movie was pushed back indefinitely, with the studio who were making it citing industrial espionage, stating that all the hard drives with all the animation assets and sounds had been stolen from their offices.
They just didn't want to push the movie.
Now I've seen I've seen the trailer from 2003, like when the movie was meant to come out. Had it come out then, it actually just would have looked like another fucking
Shit ass.
like it would have looked like, do you know the way like you got DreamWorks and you got Pixar and they make good movies, and then you got all those other animation companies that don't make like amazing movies, but they make okay animated kids movies.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been one of those movies. So it would have just come out, everyone would have watched it, then forgotten about it, whatever. But then the company making it decided, instead of just canning the whole thing and just going, no, whatever, move on, next project, what is it? They tried again. They just started from scratch, they still had the script, so they just made the movie again, and went bankrupt. And then another company bought them for $20 million and went bankrupt. A third company bought them and went bankrupt. It cost an estimated amount of about $65 million and 10 years to make this movie. And the other thing that makes it like this could have been like one of those big cinema movies when it came out was the cast. But the cast is so representative of the time it was meant to come out that you can tell this movie should never have come out. Like, the main character is played by Charlie Sheen, and the love interest is Hilary Duff. Then the villain is Ava Longoria, and the other kind of bad guy is Christopher. It's gonna be awful. The guy who plays Doc Brown, Christopher.
Oh, please. Oh, shit. I know who you're on
Christopher
about.
Reeves.
Not Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, no, Christopher Reeves. I keep thinking it's Christopher Brown, but I know it's just because I'm thinking of Doc Brown.
I said Lloyd, no?
Christopher Lloyd.
It is Lloyd, yeah, you got
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd's like the other villain. And then Wayne Brady's in it as the sidekick as well. But when was the last time you heard any of these people being relevant in like the 2010s? Like, other than, Charlie Sheen's infamous tiger blood statement by winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, Hilary Duff just stopped being a thing in about 2005. So
she's like the only normal Disney Channel girl, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the only one who didn't go. She's the only one who didn't go crazy.
Yeah.
Or like didn't end up with some weird scandal tied to her.
Yeah.
Well, no, because as far as I remember,
she's fine now.
Yeah, she finished making. Actually, no.
Lizzie McGuire movie too.
Ashley Tisdale ended up alright as well.
Yeah, she did.
No, like she's not the only one.
She's like that's all that happened.
Yeah, she just like Hilary Duff was one who went in, had the career, and then just went. Like, just never came up, but she was never like, pour off, and you never hear headlines like, oh, she's doing this now. It's always like, she just spends time with her kids.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Food Fight is a bad movie. Like, a bad movie. Because, one, it cost a shitload of money, and it doesn't show it. Like, the animation in it is awful. The texturing on certain objects is it hurts me because I do texturing in college, and some of the stuff they did doesn't look in any way right or human. I'll get to that other point in a moment about things not looking human, because Jesus Christ, some of the character designs in that, I want to know who designed those characters, and I want to know who didn't fucking hit them. But on top of that, there are actually moments where you can hear the heavily compressed audio that they just used instead of re-recording stuff on newer equipment when the movie was close to coming out. Like, you can hear the crackling and like the grain in the background on certain, and it's not like the whole movie's like this. It's just some lines out of nowhere. There'll be a nice crisp sounding line, like close enough to crisp, but then out of nowhere it's just this heavy compression, and it's just like, first time I watched it, I was watching it with a bunch of lads who actually did audio production, and I could just hear the two of them somewhere in the room going, "Oh, why?"
Yeah. Like, go ahead.
We were watching it with a group of media people and media students. Like, some of us had done animation, some of us did design, some of us did graphic design, audio design.
Whatever we've done anyway.
Yeah, and like whatever we've fucking done, because there's a few multimedia students there too. And all of us were there, like, with our own complaints about every scene and every shot. Then there's other stuff in it that just doesn't make sense. The story is all over the place. It's not like The Room, where like there is an objective point of starting where it's like Johnny's in love with this girl, but she doesn't feel the same for him. And as it progresses, it's like she falls more out of love, she starts cheating, and the best friend's having doubts. Okay, granted, he still keeps fucking her even though he has doubts. Which is also something I love in that movie, is just how every time they do it, he turns around and he's like, I can't believe I did this, he's my best friend.
That's what I'm saying, like, so you could read it from Tommy Wiseau's...
Yeah, and it's still like...
Yeah, whereas like,
okay, don't worry about it.
This was like a major production with this huge budget, and it just doesn't come across at all.
Yeah.
Compare that to something which has a tiny budget, like Who Killed Captain Alex?
I was literally just talking.
He had it up.
I was just looking at it. I couldn't remember the name of it. I was like, that had $200.
Yeah, $200.
$200 fucking
and that
dollars.
is a quality movie.
Uganda's first action movie.
Why are you
Action is coming.
Oh no! Like, there's so like I just thought it was really stupid, and then I started reading more into it, and I just started going, "Oh my god, no! This is actually great. I love this movie."
You know, my favorite bit in the whole movie, right, is your. So the memory card just died, so I'm just gonna vlog the rest of it. So we have something to put in later. So hey guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here.
Put it sideways. Don't leave it standing.
Oh, jeez, I'm not a dick, like.
Don't be one of those.
I'm gonna set it up here. You can keep going anyway. Talk about your Captain Alex.
Yeah, no. Who Killed Captain Alex? $200 budget, made by a guy who just jimmy rigged a tripod on an old trailer. Like, that's what they filmed the movie on. This jerry-rigged trailer made of sticks holding the camera up on, like, a video camera. Like, it's shot on VHS, and it shows.
Oh, man.
And on top of that, the opening of the movie actually states, this is not the original copy of the movie. This is not the master. This is a version...
That's grand.
Yeah, this is a version that went to the like their local video hall, because they don't have cinemas in Uganda, and so they all gather as a community to watch the movie together. Yeah, they share it with each other, because the whole village the guy lived in were the actors in it.
Yeah.
And they just all wanted to be part of it, and he thought this was like, I think it's a lovely thing.
Yeah.
It's really
so they
good,
watch it together, and there's like a guy called a video joker, is what they call them, VJs, who talks over it. Without the VJ, I think a lot would be lost in that movie, because he actually provides a few translations as well about certain things, while also adding in some bits of dialogue that probably should have been there anyway.
Yeah.
And it just comes together as this good movie. Now, granted, a lot of the big mystery is who killed Captain Alex, as the title suggests. But that's actually not the main plot of the movie. The main plot of the movie is they want to defeat this group called the Tiger Mafia.
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, they've defeated the Tiger Mafia. That's what they set out to do. It's just that this is much like The Room's breast cancer plot point. This is just a plot point that comes up and then is just never answered again. But for movies like this, I'm willing to forget one plot point if it's just for a momentary thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there would have been more in The Room about the whole I've got breast cancer thing, had it not been for the fact that Tommy actively seemed to record things other than story elements just for the sake of recording it.
Yeah.
Like the football scenes.
Yeah,
but that's kind of the charm of The Room as well, is the fact all these characters do things with no explanation, such as just running out and throwing footballs around.
Yeah. Like, the best bit in Who Killed Captain Alex, and I love it, just from a standpoint, is the helicopter flying past.
Oh,
right?
CG.
And your man is sitting there in the helicopter, and you can deliberately, you can see it so much. It's just a cutout, like.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's like someone cut him out of a fucking picture and just held it over the camera and just started flying it. Oh, it's so good.
No.
And he's like.
Yeah, he's just like moving around in a chair.
Just looking around the chair, and then he
he's got his head out the window in a helicopter.
And the helicopter just comes along there and drops these lads off, and they just pretend they fall down from a rope, and they're like, and they just run.
Yeah.
No, because that was actually the point I was going to say earlier and got sidetracked by the whole thing of how lovely the movie was. It's not a master copy, because he deleted the master copy off his computer to make space for his next movie. That's how basic the equipment was going into this movie.
And
apparently it's not a very rich area of Uganda either. It's a quite poor slum on the outside of its capital city, which makes it just that bit cooler. Because on top of that, all the martial arts moves in that movie aren't just them doing weird Hollywood foo. This is just, they practice this from watching online tutorials on how to do jiu-jitsu and kung fu. They have local competitions of kung fu, and they're all self-taught from the internet. They'll just watch video instructors and they just copy them. That's why it's authentic actual fighting.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Look, I think that's time to end this topic.
Yeah.
And end the show, because it's been a great show.
We've sidetracked a lot.
It doesn't matter. That's the point of the blah 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 podcast, William. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's been great having you on, man. I think you enjoyed it. Did you?
I did enjoy it.
Yeah, you didn't think you'd enjoy it, did you?
Yeah, no, I've been thinking of doing a podcast, and I wasn't sure, but I think this kind of reimbursed it.
It's so fun. It's just
stealing our thunder.
No, man, we can.
No.
We can make it.
To be honest, my podcast. If I was doing a podcast,
lads,
it would have probably just been a single topic.
We could make it one.
We could
make it a brand, and look, we'll expand on it another time. But
Team 11, hashtag Team 11. Logan Paul is over.
Up to date down with Croatia.
Jesus, what? We said earlier that we weren't.
We're not.
Racist,
That's
and
not.
You just
How is that race?
Observation down to Croatia. Where did that even come from?
It's a thing.
I've
It's a
heard.
long
It's from the
story.
World Cup, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
from.
I've actually heard
ducks.
it.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll leave it
That
at that
explains
point.
everything.
We'll leave it at that point. Anyway,
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much for listening to the show
Yeah,
today.
thanks very much.
I've had a great time.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me
I had a
on.
great time. Please like our Facebook page, the Blah 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 Podcast, our YouTube, which is also the Blah 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 Podcast, and subscribe. And our Instagram, which is the Blah 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 Podcast.
Everything
is the
blah 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 podcast on every social media platform that you can find, except for Tumblr and Pinterest.
Yeah, because
And even on Google Plus if you use that shit, but who uses
do
it?
we?
Yeah.
Our Google Plus. is
Thankfully,
more-
none of my online handles are that long.
So, from everyone here, this is Grant signing off, and Jason and
Jason's copying Grant as always.
Goodbye.
see you guys. Thanks.
See ya.